Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F1 25. Today we're back for episode 11 in Austria. So we do have a ton of things being researched or developed here. Hopefully these all go green, all these upgrades. We've got a big list of upgrades here, about 5 of them, and they're all gonna go green. Oh man, that's really nice. Oh, here's all the parts that are currently being researched for the car. We got 2 chassis upgrades, 2 aero upgrades, and a powertrain upgrade as well. All right, getting some of these parts under development now. So it's been quite a while actually since we've had like a decent upgrade on the car. I think we've spent so much on major upgrades that they're taking quite a long time to actually turn into a real upgrade to put on the car. So I think even this weekend we might not have anything. Okay, yeah, only a durability upgrade, so not very exciting in terms of performance. Hopefully when the major ones come in, we'll be doing a lot better. All right, R&D completed, and into the race weekend we go at the Red Bull Ring. All right, most of the practice programs are completed now. The car is feeling pretty good for the most part. The front end is getting good rotation. It's slightly understeery through Sector 3, so I'm going to try to tweak a little bit of stuff on the setup and see if we can fix that problem. But for the most part, feeling generally quick enough around here. Not like super fast, but quick enough to maybe get a good position in qualifying. The tire wear seems to be very high around here already. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, into Q1 now. Hopefully we can keep up our streak of Q3 appearances here. Final lap here in Q1. We're going to set a 105.2 across the line right there, which will get us through to Q2 very safely, 3rd in the session. Okay, first lap in Q2. It's going to be a 106.2 on the old set of softs, so definitely room to improve. Here's the final corner on our final lap in Q2 here. Need a good exit up to the line, DRS enabled, and it's a 105.1, so improving on our time from Q1 here. And through to Q3 yet again. First lap of Q3 on the old tires is a 105.7. Okay, final lap in Q3 now. Gonna need a banger of a lap here. Verstappen's already in the 104s, and we've yet to break the 105. So gonna need a really good performance here to try to climb up the order in Q3. But here we go, into turn 1, DRS enabled, and up the hill we go. Need a good line through here, good exit. Okay, we're purple through Sector 1, about 3/10 up on our previous time. I don't know if that's going to be enough of an improvement to break into the 104s, though. Hopefully it is. I really want a good position here. And around the final corner, up to the line, a second improvement. We set a 104.7, so breaking past the 105s, and it's 4th place on the grid for the race. That is absolutely fantastic. All right, so we got our good lap. We set a 104.7, which is still 7/10 off of Verstappen. So he's going to be very quick around here. Something I noticed in the practice sessions was that the tire wear is insanely high around here, like really bad. So we're definitely going to need a 2-stop. I assume the front runners are probably going to be on a 1-stop strategy, but we don't have the technology in our car to do that yet. But anyway, 5 red lights are coming on in 4th place on the grid, and we are, come on, racing around the Red Bull Ring. Pretty good start off the line here. We got 3 cars in front, a Ferrari, a Red Bull, and a McLaren. Gonna hang back a little bit into turn 1 and see if something presents itself, switching to the inside on the Ferrari, but he's gonna pull ahead down the straight, even in the slipstream, battery enabled. We are not able to pull alongside the Ferrari, but we can go up the inside into turn 3 here, up into 3rd place, passing Leclerc around turn 3, and already into the podium position. So exactly the start we needed on this race. Really need a good result. I don't know what's going on with Leclerc behind us, but we've opened up a pretty big gap to the Ferrari, really having some understeer around these couple of corners right here. Oh my god, just can't really get the car to rotate, but okay, as long as we stay within DRS, we should be good. Oh, here we go. It looks like they might be fighting it out a little bit into turn 1 here. That might open up something for us to take advantage of, gaining a lot of time through turn 1, DRS enabled, and really close to the guys in 1st and 2nd, gaining on the Red Bull now. We might have a chance to go up the inside here into turn 3, under braking, side by side, 3 wide, into turn 3. We have the inside line, and we can cover off Verstappen and Norris for the time being, but Verstappen's going to get a good run on us down the straight into turn 4 here. He's taking the outside line, which is not a very good idea around this corner. Easy to defend from the Red Bull here. We've seen people try to go around the outside right there. It never works.
George Russell and Sergio Perez, and they touch, and Perez is spun round, forces in the long way round, Norris goes the long way round on Perez,
no, not
and again, no, with Lewis Hamilton!
So up into first place on lap 3, which is exactly what we needed, but Verstappen still looks pretty feisty behind us. He's going to go for a move up the inside into the last couple of corners, just squeezing him towards the inside there. And again, not really a good place to overtake for Verstappen right there. He's kind of picking the worst corners on the lap to try to go for moves, but he's going to go for another one here into turn 1. We might kind of lose out to the Red Bull here. He's ahead at the braking zone, swerving on the racing line, and now side by side with Verstappen, we don't have DRS. Going to use all of our battery to stay drag racing with the Red Bull up into turn 4 now. We'll have the outside line for this move, try to cover off the Red Bull and leaving him plenty of space up the inside, and we can keep first for the time being. Oh my God! It looks like they're kind of fighting it out a little bit behind us. We've got over a second now to the cars behind, so if they can keep swapping places and kind of battling, it'll build a huge gap to us, and we can kind of run away with this race. That's absolutely perfect. If these guys fight it out for a couple more laps, we can build ourselves a really nice sort of cushion here. And just try to run away with this one. Okay, I think Lando has maybe broken free from all the fighting back there. He's gaining a little bit of time through the last lap on us. He's definitely in a faster car. Oh boy, yeah, Lando is definitely gaining on us. He's made up a couple tenths through that last corner, making up even more time on exit. We're having crazy understeer through this corner here. Not really getting the same rotation we got in practice and in qualifying. So Lando's definitely gained a lot of time through those couple of corners. Uh-oh, we might be in trouble. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to defend from these guys for honestly the majority of the race. We can just squeeze them to the inside and hog the racing line. That's what we're going to do to Lando here. Lando's going up the inside. We can just close the door on him after braking here. Cut close to the inside curb and build a big gap to the McLaren behind. So we can do that at pretty much every corner. Oh God, yeah, really starting to struggle through turns 6 and 7 here. The front end is just not it's not digging in the way I need it to. Just really little rotation. We're bleeding time to the AI. Verstappen's going to take advantage of it, go around the outside into the last couple corners. We can cover that off for the time being. It's a yellow flag behind us, and it's a virtual safety car. Something must have just happened back there. It looks like everyone's still in the race, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's Verstappen out. Verstappen out of the race. Did I cause that? Hello, grid drop from the future here. This is a replay of what happened to Verstappen. It's the weirdest thing ever. So look at his suspension right there. The wheel is still attached to his car, but Lando just sideswiped his front suspension, so his wishbone suspension is broken, but the wheel is still attached. Isn't that weird? Well, we were already beyond the pit entry when the safety car came out, so I would have liked to pit. If it continues, I think I'll come in at the end of this lap. Okay, never mind. Virtual safety car ending, so pretty much half a lap we had under the VSC, and it's already green flag running kind of abruptly there, so I think we lost a couple tenths to Lando behind because of a bad restart. I didn't expect it to end so abruptly, but okay, here we go, on to lap 10, still in first place. Verstappen out of the race. Lando's going to go for a move up the inside, yet again into turn 1, and yet again we can just cover off the McLaren. Okay, so it's definitely easy to defend from these guys. Oh, Hulkenberg's out of the session as well. What's going on this race? We've lost 3 drivers already. This is crazy. Yeah, okay, really starting to struggle with the tire wear here. Gonna come in at the end of this lap to switch to the hards. But it looks like Lando is too far back to go for anything into turn 1, so it's going to be into turn 2 and 3. Down the straight here, Lando's going to have DRS. We've got a little bit of battery to fight this with. I'm going to defend the inside line, let Lando take the outside, and hopefully we can just send it up the inside on the McLaren. Under braking here, going to squeeze him towards the outside curb, and we can cover off the McLaren for the time being. We've got DRS on the straight now into turn 4, side by side, drag racing down the hill with Lando Norris, and the inside line is the way to go around turn 4. Yet again, just covering off a car on the outside. We got Yuki Tsunoda now behind us, so really starting to fight with the cars behind. before we get into the pit lane. Crazy understeer coming from the front end through these couple of corners in Sector 3 here. Really struggling to get the car rotated. Yuki's going to be making a move potentially into the last couple of corners here. I'm going to try to signal that I'm going into the pit lane, but it's really hard to stay within the white lines here. Okay, into the pit lane we go. Yuki's going to fly past us. Oh boy, that was a lot of fighting with the cars behind. That was crazy. Last race in Canada, we had 2 slow stops in a row, so hopefully this time the Brad Pitt crew can handle themselves. And it's a slow stop yet again on the front left. We're stuck in the... They won't release me out of the pit box. Finally, they let me go. Russell passes us in the pit lane. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding. Like, I'm actually pissed off right now. How do you do that? Last race, 2 slow pit stops in a row. The race before we had a slow one that ruined the race. This is a joke. All right, gonna get past Hajar into turn 4 here. Down the inside we go from pretty far back, to be honest, passing the Racing Bull and up into 16th place. So we just lost a ton of time to the cars behind. It's not even funny. Okay, so we got 4 seconds to Russell ahead and 4 seconds to Antonelli behind. They're both on the medium compound tires, so they should technically be a little faster than us. So we really got to push for this next stint to make sure we don't lose a place to Antonelli. Hopefully we can try to catch Russell, but I think that's going to be a bit of a tall order in that Mercedes with a faster compounded tires. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be tricky. We're in no man's land a little bit. We've still got a decent gap behind and in front. Antonelli's been consistently gaining a couple tenths a lap, but not really anything to be concerned about. And Russell's starting to pull away just a little bit, but we can't really do anything about it. I mean, they're in a faster car on faster tires. We just have to stick out this stint on the hards and hope we can lap fast enough to gain a little bit of time back on Lando Norris and Yuki Tsunoda in front. I mean, we lost so much time to them, and we don't know where they're going to come out in terms of the pit lane, so we'll see. Okay, here we go, passing a couple people in the pit lane. It's going to be Piastri, Leclerc, and Tsunoda, so pass them yet again on lap 21. And there's Lando coming out of the pit lane, so we're going to go back up to 2nd place for the time being. But these guys all did a 1-stop. We still have another stint to go on the medium. So by the end of the race, we will have fresher tires. Hopefully that makes a difference towards the last couple laps. But I don't know. This is going to be a real struggle to try to get back up into the podium places after we come out of the pit lane again. All right, we're gonna come in this lap. I mean, Lando's on a new set of mediums, so he's going to be faster. If we stayed out on the hards, there's a good chance he would just overtake us anyway in the next couple laps. So to give ourselves any chance, I think it's the best thing to do is to pit onto the medium compound tires. Maybe we still have a chance in this race. I don't know. I'm a little discouraged, I'm not gonna lie. All right, Brad Pitt crew need a good stop here. Let's see what you can do. It's looking good. Finally, a regular stop from the team there. And we're on our way, exiting the pit lane. It looks like into a bit of traffic. Not anything too bad. Behind Jack Doohan in the Alpine on the straight into turn 2 and 3. We can probably get this guy in the next couple corners, but we gotta push. We might be close enough for a move here into turn 4. Gonna go down the inside on the Alpine. Kind of far back to make that move, but we make it work. Okay, up into 12th place on a brand new set of tires. The grip already feels just insanely high compared to the hards, so we should be able to catch up to potentially like the top 5 here. I don't know. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle, but I think we can do it. All right, pretty close to Liam Lawson here. He is on the medium compound tires as well, so I think he's done in terms of pit stops. So this is an overtake 4 position. We're getting pretty close, but this corner is gonna be a bit of a suicide if I try anything here. So I think it's gonna be into turn 1, really close to the rear wing of Liam Lawson there. DRS enabled at the line, battery enabled as well, and we should fly past the Racing Bull here around the outside. Into turn 1 we go, and up into 6th place on lap 26 now. So still a little bit of work to do. We have Piastri up the road, 5.5 seconds, also on the mediums. I don't know, this is going to be a real push for the next 10 laps to try to at least get within the DRS range of Oscar Piastri and get into the top 5. Okay, 3.5 seconds is the gap to Piastri on lap 28, so we are gaining on the McLaren. All we have to do is just keep up this pace, manage the tires, and we should have a pretty decent shot of at least getting within DRS of Piastri in front, and maybe a shot at the top 5. It looks like Russell might be a little too far out of reach, though. I think we're gaining a lot of time through turn 3 and 4 right here. We're losing a little bit of time in sector 3, but yeah, look at that, through turn 3 right there, making up a couple tenths. There we go, 2 seconds to Piastri now. 5 laps remaining in this race, but we've used pretty much all the battery. We're spamming it to try to keep up with Piastri. I mean, we're gaining on him pretty successfully, but I really want to get within DRS. That'll absolutely open this up for us. On to lap 34. The tire wear is looking terrible, 58% on that front left. So I'm definitely pushing the car as hard as I possibly can. The tires are screaming for help, using pretty much all the battery every single lap. Really, really pushing to try to catch up with Piastri here, but just kind of sitting in that 2-second range. We can't really break through it all that well. He's doing a good job of staying ahead for the time being. 1.2 seconds to Piastri now, so really close to DRS. We got 64% tire wear on the front left, so the tires are absolutely gone, and there's not really that much more we can do. I mean, we're really close to DRS. We just need him to make a little mistake or something. I can't even push that much harder. Okay, on to the final lap here in just a couple of corners. 1.3 seconds is the gap to Piastri, so unfortunately not close enough for DRS on this long straight down in turn 3, which is exactly where we need it. We're starting to run out of time, if we haven't been for the last couple laps, to catch Piastri. We need a couple more laps, to be honest, to get this guy. I mean, we're gaining every lap, but it's just not enough with the amount of time left in this race. With tire wear this high and battery this low, there's not really too much else I can do. We just need more time. Man, this is so frustrating, dude. Like, we've had really good pace around this track through qualifying and through the race. I mean, we've caught up with Piastri. He's in a much faster car. We are faster on this track, and it is pretty easy to defend from cars behind around here. So if we didn't have that slow pit stop, we probably would have had a chance at a race win. I mean, that's 3 races in a row where the pit crew has either jeopardized the race completely and ruined it, or held us back from better results. Verstappen's out of the race this time around. This was a huge opportunity for massive points, climb us up the standings, at least get a podium. And we're coming home in 6th place.
Okay, pick up rubber and
I mean, that's just terrible. That's just absolutely terrible. I mean, I'm blaming that one on the team right there. We did all we could do. Good pace. We're able to defend from the cars behind. It's just that pit stop screwed us, you know? It's terrible. All right, so after that one, we remain 7th in the standings with 97 points. Verstappen sitting at 231, so plenty of work to do to catch up to Verstappen there. And as for the constructors, we're still 4th. That doesn't really seem like it's going to change. We've been 4th like the whole season. So, all right, I got to see if we can do like an upgrade for the pit crew or something. I mean, there are facility upgrades for personnel, so I'm going to have to check that out because there's no way that this is like a coincidence and it's just bad luck. I mean, that's insane. Okay, personnel upgrades. I don't see here, unavailable. There we go, pit crew training. Okay, so that's currently locked, and we have to finish phase 1, which once our next facility upgrade comes in, we'll get phase 2. So I guess it just has been bad luck. I mean, there's no other way we can improve it until phase 2, so that's crazy. All right, well, the good news is we're consistently, you know, in like the top 6, so that's good. But anyway, we got Silverstone coming up next. That's a very strong track for me, so hopefully it's a good one.